rock stars, and welcome to our Longarm Prep graduation. My name is Holly Ann, Knight of String and Story, and it is my job to guide you to quilt with confidence. And today we are particularly celebrating the accomplishments of a couple of rock stars who have gone through our Longarm preparatory class, and they have demonstrated an incredible ability to finish their own quilts on their Longarm quilting machine. How cool is that? Now, if you are here with me live, do me a favor and say hi in the chat. I would love to greet you and say good morning to you. I'm going to grab another swig of water. I just ate a bite of like an oatmeal bar thing. And that was a terrible thing to do right before getting on like in front of a camera. All right. So when Amy, it's good to see y'all. Yvonne, oh my gosh, yay. I love seeing names that I know in the chat and getting to greet y'all this morning. How fun is this? Also, y'all can peep all our new fabric behind me, which is really exciting. So, yay. All right. I don't know if any of our grads are in the house yet, but if you jump on, do please say hi. I will interrupt myself to greet you, but let us celebrate these rock stars today. So, as I mentioned, today is Longarm preparatory graduation. And I do, as always, want to remind us of the qualities of a quilting rock star. Yvonne, you crack me up. Yvonne in the chat says, congratulations from someone who may never finish, but she finishes mini quilts, so she's doing just fine. The qualities of a quilting rock star include a willingness to do the work to make progress on their skills, dedication to giving themselves grace when the practice is messy. Y'all, we are getting ready to talk about Garment Sewing Academy, and I was working on some of those emails this morning, and I am a budding garment sewist myself. And, I had an opportunity this morning to reflect on some of the ways that my practice is messy right now. And yet practice makes progress, right? We have joy in celebrating accomplishments and finished projects. That is exactly what we're doing here today. We have a commitment to encouraging others on their journeys. Yvonne, Amy, and Selwyn showing up today with that big rock star energy going. We have rock stars graduating. We are coming to cheer for them this morning. And there is a delight in quilting community and camaraderie, sharing everything from wins to funnies to what's going on in real life and a whole lot in between, right? So without further ado, I would love to present our two graduates of Longarm Prep Fall 2023. First up, we have Anne Boussiere. Look at these fabulous quilts that Anne has finished. And I just heard, Anne, your smile says everything. Your smile says everything. And it is so exciting to see that these quilts that weren't finished before, you have now practiced on your Longarm. You've developed these skills and they are done. And I just love your joy units. That is what we are here for. And of course, Deborah Hall. Congratulations, Deborah. Deborah, your placemats look incredible. It looks like you were doing some ruler work as well. So way to combine those skills and do both things. Awesome work, Rockstar. Your timing on these placemats is perfect too, just as the weather is starting to turn. I hope that these are going to live on your table. They're going to be loved and that they're going to remind you of your hard work and dedication to your quilting craft. Well done. So without further ado, we are actually going to pop kombucha this morning. Mama is training for a half marathon, so we are not going to have champagne first thing on a Thursday. So, I was really hoping that would fizz at least a little bit, but it'll fizz in here. Here we go. So, my dear rock stars, cheers to you and your hard work as you are finishing your quilts. I am so excited to get to jump on and celebrate you today. Oh, gotta love those morning bubbles. I love it. So if you are here, I know that many of our rock stars who are in the chat right now, but some of you who may be catching this on the replay are familiar with aren't as familiar with Longarm Prep. So if that's you, I would love to share a little bit about it. How can you get a big smile like Anne's because you are finishing your own quilts on your Longarm? Longarm Preparatory is a comprehensive introduction to Longarm quilting, and it's going to help you transform from feeling scared or overwhelmed by that big old quilting machine to confidently loading and quilting your own quilts. Y'all, I cannot tell you how often that I meet quilters that they got really excited at a quilt show or talking to a friend, and they got a Longarm, and it arrived at their house, and it either got set up in the corner. If they bought it from a local dealer, it got set up in a corner, and then slowly turned into a very expensive quilt rack, or it arrived in their driveway and it has just sat in the box, right? And you bought that machine in a fit of hope and in a fit of confidence that something might be possible. And sometimes when it arrives, we realize there's actually a gap between, oh, now I have the machine, but I don't know how to use it. Longarm Preparatory is here to fill that gap for you. Gail also went through the course and shared, I love the professionalism and teaching style. Never in my wildest dreams had I thought I could do this. This class has made my long arming fun. Jan, good morning. And Pam S says, I'm still a beginner with this new machine, but I've learned so much about confidence and an I can do it attitude, how to have fun and lose some of my fear of failure. Remember, at the end of the day, it is just fabric. It's very important to us, and yet it is not life or death, right? Plus, how to make some beautiful motifs on a gorgeous panel. Thank you, Holly-Ann, for your enthusiasm, patience, and for teaching this old dog new tricks. On to the next quilting plan. So Longarm Preparatory includes lifetime access to 4 units of quality video lessons. It includes explanations of the supplies you need to long arm, the parts of your long arm, how to actually quilt something. Good morning, Gail. So we go through some of those basics of actually getting the quilt loaded on the frame. But then the very last unit of this is actually me going through and quilting 3 quilts start to finish. Now, I will disclose we make use of time lapse because I figured you didn't want to sit there for 4 hours during one of the quilting plans, but you actually see me do an all over quilting design, a semi-custom quilting design, and a full custom quilting design, start to finish, so you can really see how I work and move the machine around, roll the rollers back and forth in order to get to all the parts of the quilt, right? So we talk a lot about balance tension. We talk about your first introductory motifs to get you started, how to move from one part of the quilt to another. And of course, there is an amazing course workbook that is going to take you through step by step as well, and our private Kajabi community to keep you supported every step of the way. So if that sounds exciting, I invite you to check it out. This is a really special course. Let me grab a link. I'm all over the place here. Because this course, all of our classes are designed to be as accessible as possible, right? So it's designed to allow you to learn from the privacy and comfort of your own home. It's ready when you are, regardless of geography or time zone, with on-demand pre-recorded video lessons. And it connects you to other rock stars in training around the world so you can help and encourage each other. But even more than that, I'm going to jump ahead a little bit, is you get instant access to this class. So some of our classes, we have what's called our cohorts, right? And you can only sign up at certain periods of time. We realize that when you are a new long armor, you want to be able to have that box land in your sewing room and know what the heck to do with it as quickly as possible. Or if that box has been sitting there a minute and you find within yourself the courage to finally jump in and go, I really want to learn how to do this. Let me go for it. You don't want to have to wait until the next cohort. So this is what we call an evergreen class, which means you can get access today to Longarm Prep. So if you have stumbled across this video or you're watching live with me now, and you go, man, that looks awesome, I really would like to give that a try, you literally can jump in and go through this course this weekend. So stringandstore.com/longarm prep. We would love to have you in class, and maybe we can celebrate you at a future graduation. So huzzah, my dear rock stars. Congratulations to today's graduates. Your work is stunning. Your smiles say it all. And I'm so excited to get to take a few minutes to recognize you, celebrate you, and share your beautiful work with your fellow quilting rock stars. Hip, hip, hooray. All right, rock stars. Have a fabulous rest of your Thursday. This was a fun, quick graduation. I loved getting to see those of you who are here live in the chat, Gail, Jan, Yvonne, Selwyn, as always, Amy, it is a pleasure. Have a fabulous Thursday. I will see you in our Kajabi communities. Yay! Someone says, what a great idea. Hold on, I gotta pop this on the screen. I love this. What a great idea to make it immediately accessible. Supports my do it now mantra while you are hot to do it. So when that's exactly how we feel, and we're starting to play around with this with some of our classes, Longarm Prep being one of the very first ones, because more and more we're seeing, you gotta strike while the iron's hot, right? We are easily distracted. There's a lot going on. And what was it though? Was it the We Bought a Zoo movie? I don't think I ever saw the movie, but I remember the quote from the movie being so popular for a while of like, what can you do with 20 seconds of insane courage, right? Sometimes we've gotten so in our head about things and we're so stuck that when we finally have that 20 seconds of insane courage, we need to be able to act right away, right? I mentioned at the beginning of this just a few minutes ago that I'm growing my garment sewing skills. The other set of skills I'm personally working on right now is my embroidery skills, right? Because these are a couple of things that I know our Rockstar community is interested in, and I want to be more of an expert at them. And I had an embroidery project that I have been procrastinating on for a solid month, right? And finally, last night, it was 9 o'clock at night. And I looked at Hubster and I said, I'm going to the shop. I'll be back in an hour. And he was like, I know you have stuff to do, but like it's 9 o'clock at night. And I was like, I have my 20 seconds of insane courage right now to go tackle that embroidery project. And I did it, right? I figured it out, something that for weeks and weeks and weeks I've been procrastinating on. So, Selwyn, I agree with you completely. Like being able to have that, like, now is the moment. I have the courage. Let's do it. We're trying to meet y'all there in more ways. So I love that y'all love that. Yvonne says, will you continue retreats? Yes, I will. She says, I can't come the first weekend of November, but would love to make it back there. One, I would love to have you. I'm sad that you cannot come the first weekend of November. We're very excited about that retreat. But yes, I was just thinking about that this morning, that as soon as that retreat fills up, we'll go ahead and get the next one on the calendar. So hopefully it fills up fast, right? I already have some potential dates in mind, but waiting on a few dominoes to fall. And we'll let that one kind of get registration up, and then we'll move on to the next one. So yes, fear not. There's going to be more. We have a beautiful classroom space just down the way. I want to keep it full of rock stars. All right, rock stars, I appreciate you. Have a glorious rest of your Thursday. Like I said, I'll see you in our Kajabi communities and on Instagram. I've got, things to share with y'all today, and I love every opportunity to get to connect with y'all. Bye for now.